7 statues, if they were going to statues of 7 Pokemon, the 7 wonders of the world of Pokemon.
I mean, Arceus, Dialga, Palkia would be my immediate thought.
Oh, you've gone for legends. Okay.
Well, no, it's a time, space, and God.
Let's never get this newspaper again. Let's cancel our subscription to this newspaper, Fidget. I don't want to read it. I think that's a good way for us to do things. I try something and fail it for the
that makes sense
time.
to me.
You show us how it's done. Ladybird to level 8. I didn't even notice we gained a Ladybird, to be honest.
Yeah, I beat it up, and it was like, let me join you.
You beat it up. Fidget's gonna beat you up, ladies.
And my brother thought it'd be funny one day, and just shake the box over my head, just to freak me out a little bit. And the lid popped off, and I was suddenly covered in about 50 or so. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. My name is Uncle Fidget. You missed the last episode. That's probably because you're either not subscribed yet during the notification bell over on my friend Baker's channel, because every other episode is uploaded over there, even though you won't have missed anything. It's fine.
Called out, but the man's not entirely wrong, so there you go.
I am just seeing your audacity, buddy. There we go.
Yeah, I've just
Oh,
changed.
man, his face. I can see his beautiful face. It's there. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. So, on the last episode...
Good to be here.
On the last episode, we finally got the...
Reunited.
Freaking Spearow.
They better be, like, lovers by this point. Like, they better be, like, together forever.
Forever and ever and ever. Right, let's check the mail. Check the mail.
If you missed it, don't worry about it. Just
take a scanner.
Crack on with your life.
The 7 wonders of Pokemon. Ooh.
What are the 7 wonders of Pokemon?
I don't know. I stored it. I stored it.
7 statues. If they were going to statues of 7 Pokemon, the 7 wonders of the world of Pokemon.
I mean, Arceus, Dialga, Palkia would be my immediate thought.
Oh, you've gone for legends. Okay.
Well, no, it's a time, space, and God. They're pretty wonderful as far as...
But like, wonders of the world tend to be more like paragons, like mortals that have ascended life and gone the extra mile.
Wasn't the 7 wonders usually like they're installations, aren't they? They're like actual. They're scenes rather than people or.
I mean,
beings.
It depends what depiction. Like, I've seen a few different depictions of the 7 or 8 not wonders of the world. Sometimes through people, sometimes through locations, things like that. So, but yeah, but okay, fair enough. Arceus, Dialga, Palkia for you.
The mysterious feet of Diglett was inside a fortress's shell. The intelligence of Giraffarink's tail. Arbok's variety of patterns. We await submissions from readers on other Pokemon mysteries.
Let's never get this newspaper again. Let's cancel our subscription to this newspaper, Fidget. I don't want to read it.
Aha, this is important. Right. When you're fighting in a dungeon, it's important to use your team members. If attacked from the side...
What?
Move horizontally. If attacked from above or below, move vertically. Well, yes. That way you can have several Pokemon fighting in a single foe. Change tactics if members don't move properly. Okay.
Oh, well, that's changed everything. I wish I'd have read that before. I'd have zoomed through that Spearow execute level straight away. Straight away, my guy.
So we got Sinister Words, Silent Chasm. I'm in trouble! What do we want to do, Baker? Because let's face facts, I'm not going to be able to get through a main dungeon in one game.
I'm just thinking, like, just do some basic missions, a bit more leveling up. Okay. And then from my next episode, I will attempt the next main mission, and then you will probably complete it in your following episode.
Okay.
I think that's a good pattern. I think that's a good way for us to do things. I try something and fail it for the first time.
That makes sense to me.
You show us how it's done.
That makes sense to me.
If we just carry on down that road, that sounds good to me, my guy. That sounds good to me. So I'm going to video something I wanted to talk to you about while I left it for your episode, because it's always easier to do the talking when you're not the one playing, I think. That's where I go wrong, I think, in my episodes. I get too chatty and I'm not. I
try to do the talking and the gameplay.
And Spearows get smashed from behind. But nonetheless.
Wow, look at all these items we have. We got so many.
Look at all the money we have as well.
Oh, yeah, loads. So much.
Just double checking that Audacity's still on the 11 it should be. Well, basically, the last episode, my guys, you may have noticed on my channel, I don't think it's going to be as bad as some, like, the one that really gets me, I think it's episode 7, where there's like a massive Gengar scene, and it was like terrible audio, like really crackly, and I was so annoyed at it. I don't think it will be as that bad the previous episode, but again, my Audacity seems to decide halfway or at some point during a recording to take it, like, to turn itself up to peak level. And I checked it myself before we started. Uncle Fidget reminded me about it before we started again, and I checked it again and came to the end of the episode, and suddenly it was just all the way up, and it was driving me insane. But we push on, but I'm just doing little paranoid checks of it every now and again.
Anyway, getting to the point. The gummy.
Eat the gummy. Right, we're going to click out, and I'll continue my conversation while Fidget's making his way through the first dungeon. And we are back in. This time we are in the sinister woods, and we got a Gligar with us, as Fidget just said, and a escort mission. So, but again, it's Uncle Fidget handling the reins. So I'm sure we'll be fine, my guys. I'm sure we will be fine. Although there's 12 floors to get through. Can we get it done this episode? Leave your predictions down below. Make sure you've hit the like button for our boy Uncle Fidget, because I don't think he said it himself. Hit the like button for the boy.
Please do. Let's
see some support. Comment for the algorithm. We are in a battle against the algorithm.
Algorithm.
I've got such a sore
throat. Oh yeah.
On
that note, I wanted to see. Can I? Because I brought this with me. The blue gummy. Can I eat it?
Blue gummy.
Ha-ha!
You wants to eat it.
IQ went up significantly.
Significantly, not just a little bit. Significantly. Whoa.
Right. Which
this Oddish just fired all over you, like literally. Just came over.
How do I? Are my moves not set?
I'm so mature.
Yeah, I've got.
Bite is what is set at current.
Right.
Because I ran out of bubbles.
And it should be.
Good.
No, that's not it. Is it left?
See,
there it is. 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 I found it. I found it.
Found it for his own. So yeah, as I was beginning to say, I don't know if we've talked about this in a previous episode. If we have, I apologise. But have I asked you if you're a fan of the Zelda games?
Right. So we actually brought this up last time. It was on my episode, and then Zapdos showed up and like cut the whole story short.
Happened?
That's exactly what happened. So, on the note of Zelda, yes, I have played the games. My first Zelda game was actually Wind Waker was the first one I played.
Okay.
And what ended up happening was me and my brother, we got the GameCube because I said to you, my stepmom was a big fan of Bloody Roar, which is a fighting game.
Yeah, I remember this.
And we had the GameCube. My stepbrother turned around to me and was like, "Look, there's a version of Zelda Ocarina of Time that also comes with Wind Waker. It comes in like a gold box. We should go down to Game Station, which was like a secondhand games shop in the UK. And we should see if we can find it." And we went down there and I didn't mean to do that. We went down there, we tried to find it. We couldn't see it on the shelves or anything. We started looking around. And we asked the guy, I was like, "Do you happen to have this?" He was like, "We don't really have, like, no, we don't." And I was like, "Okay, fine. We'll start having a look at other stuff." Wandering around for about 5 minutes, the guy comes up to us, shopkeeper comes up to us. He's like, "You'll never guess, but someone has literally just come in with the exact game you're looking for."
Oh, wow.
Right?
What, as in, like, they were trading it in, or
they were trading it in. He was giving away his GameCube, and he was giving away everything, right? And he was like, "Well, the thing is, there's an issue with it, where basically the game has a tiny little hairline crack down the center of it, down like the little plastic bit at the center of the disc.
Yep.
It's not going to affect gameplay at all. We've tested it. It works, but we can't take it. Because it's damaged. But he doesn't want it anymore. Do you boys want it?" I was like, "Well, yeah." So we went down there looking for this Zelda game and ended up taking it for free. Now that's
pretty cool.
This was back in the days when we were like taking Game Station for all they were worth. I think because I moved up to live with my dad and I brought my Xbox 360 with me, and we ended up trading in a whole bunch of my like original Xbox 360 games. Got about like 50 odd quid for them in credit. And bought a whole bunch of games. Now they had a policy at the time where you could go down within a week and basically trade that game back in, no questions asked. So we would just basically hire games for a week, take them back down, have another £50 worth of credit, get another game, go back down, get £50 more credit, get more games.
I knew people that used to do that. The only reason I wouldn't do that is because I would get attached to my games. I'd be like, no, I want to keep it forever. Like, especially if it was a game I enjoyed. I wouldn't want to give it up. Like, I was like, no, that's fine. And over the years, I did end up like giving up a lot of games I didn't want to. But over periods of life where I was literally broke and traded them in for money to eat. Like, there were times where that was necessary, and I gave up games I didn't really want to have to give up. But so is life. But yeah, I had a lot of friends that would do that. And hey, like, it's the smarter thing to do for sure. You know, I mean, hoarding them is not always the best idea, although some of them are worth a lot of money these days. As a YouTuber I watch who specialises in, he makes videos like, I traded my Switch or my PS5 for someone's retro game collection. He'll go through it and he'll be like, I'm going to double my money on this, because this is worth this is worth this you can't find anywhere, this, and like, he'll go around to different second-hand stores and be like, this I paid £3 for, it's worth 30. Like, and like, just talking about all these retro games and what they're worth. So I imagine some of the stuff given up over the past is worth a pretty penny nowadays. But
I mean,
when you're young, you're not thinking about that. You're thinking about, there's a new game out and I want to play it.
Well, and that was it. And because there was the two of us, we would literally, like, it was, you know, I don't know if you've ever had a step family. I don't think you have, Baker, but like, audience at home, I don't know if you've ever had a step family, but it's really hard. I mean, especially when I moved in, because I left my mum's, I came to live with my dad, and he was living with his partner and her 3 kids at the time, and I moved in to my brother's bedroom, which when you're 50, we were 13 at the time.
Yeah, it's awkward.
It was difficult, man. And gaming was basically the only thing we had that we didn't fight over. It was the only thing that we weren't at each other's throats on. So it became a really good bonding thing for us to be like, well, let's just like get a new game, we'll buy a multiplayer game, and between the two of us, we'd finish it within a week. We'd have completed the game within a week because it's all we did. So it was really, really good for us. Anyway, we went down, we got Zelda, and we played it. It was my first ever Zelda game, was Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker. Now, the argument made to me was, I'm going to play Ocarina of Time, so you should play Wind Waker. Because, you know, that makes sense. I remember looking at Wind Waker at the time and being like, this game looks dumb in comparison to Ocarina of Time. Mm-hmm. Which, in hindsight, I was wrong. It is not. It's a great game, and
well, no, you're right. Yeah, it's not dumb and it's a great game, but you're still that comment that you just made was not wrong though. It does look dumb in comparison to Ocarina on first look. Like, I love Wind Waker and it's a fantastic game, but nonetheless, that statement, it's absolutely true. You look at the two, you're probably going to be more drawn to Ocarina of Time.
And the point got made to me, even my brother was smart enough at the time, he was like, well, no, this game came out afterwards. It's clearly a design choice that they've made it that way. And I'm like, that one still looks better.
Yeah. Which it was, but yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, well, I actually want to play Ocarina of Time. So, given the idea that, well, if we're going to play different games, this has something called the Master Quest on it. So let's play that one. So my first ever Zelda game was Ocarina of Time Master Quest.
Amazing. I've got a ROM of that. I've never had the original, but I've got a ROM of it.
That's if you don't know what Master Quest is, it's effectively a harder version of Ocarina of Time, and that was my first experience of it, and it was good.
And what other Zelda games have you played since?
Since then, I actually went back. I finally played Wind Waker, which is a great game. Destination Floor.
Yeah, it is good. The story's great in that.
The story's great. There's a little bit.
There's a lot to the lore. It fills in a lot of holes, actually, Wind Waker in the overall timeline. Yeah. That, like, you don't really appreciate if you just play that game. It's really important.
There's an issue later on where you gotta go collect the Triforce, and that's just a bit long-winded. And I'm not the first person to say that.
I've seen some great speed runs of it with people that know how to like swim across the entire map right from the opening. They can just glitch it in a way where you can travel at like 10 times the speed and force your way through the hidden wall in the sea that would normally stop you from progressing. And yeah, I've seen some crazy speed runs. It's one of my favourite things to watch speed runs of, other than Pokemon. I love watching Legend of Zelda speed runs. It's a very sentimental series to me because I do think I made a point of saying last time it was the first game I ever got.
God damn it, Anthony.
my granddad bought me the Game Boy Pocket, and he picked that game randomly, Link's Awakening, and it became very sentimental to me. And I've played most of them since, except Skyward Sword, which I'm looking forward to the remake. But the reason I brought it up again was because the last 24 hours I've been watching. There's a guy that does, I can't remember his name. I might put it in the description or pop it up on the screen now, but he does retrospectives on different series. He does Pokemon, Mario, Zelda, and I think he's done a couple of other random ones, but and they're all like between half an hour to 2 hour videos, depending on what it is. And they're just complete retro. And he's one of these. He's very intelligent. He's well spoken. He's got a very easy to listen to voice. He knows what he's talking about, and they're very interesting to listen to. He talks about old Pokemon games, old Zelda games, compares them to the other ones through the years. Like he just released his Diamond and Pearl retrospective like a week ago, and it's really interesting. Like especially with all the hype for Gen 4 at the moment in preparation for the remake.
LEDYBA.
It's really, really interesting to go back and listen to retrospective of like when it first came out. And like and how Platinum was like such a big deal in terms of like Platinum was the first good third game, I would say. Yeah. Well, good's the wrong word.
Ooh, Emerald.
Game where they made first time they made the third game actually noticeably different and with extra added content.
Yes, okay. It wasn't just because I was gonna say Emerald's the first one I really enjoyed, like more so Emerald than the original. But you're right.
It adds a lot of content.
The fact that you get the distortion world makes all the difference to that game.
And even just the extra story that goes into, is it Cyrus? Is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah, the extra backstory you get for him. Like there's that whole scene of him giving the speech to the rest of the grunts and like inspiring them, and you get to know his motives a lot more. He has a lot more dialogue in Platinum than you might think in comparison. And I only know this from watching this retrospective where he puts two scenes up against each other, and there's like an extra 6 minutes of screen time for Cyrus in Platinum just for these extra little cutscenes and stuff they put in. But yeah, that's I was watching them, and I was watching all the Zelda ones that he's got, and it just got me very in the mood. But yeah, so I wanted to finish that conversation. And obviously my mum's played them all. She's played nearly all of Breath of the Wild on her own. She just can't beat Ganon. LEDYBA's a level 8. I didn't even notice we gained a LEDYBA, to be honest.
Yeah, I beat it up, and it was like, let me join you!
You beat it up. Fidget's gonna beat you up, ladies!
Whoa.
But...
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
I was like, where are you going with this one, Baker?
Exactly where it went. Exactly where it went. You need nothing more, my guy. But yeah, big fan of the Zelda games. I'm looking forward to Skyward Sword remake. And it's really got me in the mood of I need to bring Zelda to the channel. And I think I'm not far from the end of Resi 8 now.
Pikachu, don't do this, buddy.
Oh, is he being a faffer? Oh no, it's because he can't come onto the water.
It's because he can't swap places with me. Ooh, Scyther. No, thank you. None of the above.
Scyther!
Oh, the LEDYBA leveled up again.
Whoa, this LEDYBA is on something.
It's on something.
On Summit. On Suffering Succotash.
But what have I played since then? I finished Wind Waker. I played through a lot of Twilight Princess, which I really enjoy. I know it's like your favorite, isn't it?
It's my favorite. Link's Awakening is the most sentimental to me.
You have water absorb.
Oh, hello. Interesting. Link's Awakening is my sentimental favourite because it was my first game and I've replayed it so many times. And it's definitely the game I know the best. Like if I was going to speed run a game, that would probably be the one that I could probably do the quickest. I'd still be bad, but the quickest. But Twilight Princess, I think, is the best Zelda game that I've played, and like the art style just speaks to me more, the grungy sort of style to it. But yeah, Twilight Princess is beautiful game,
gorgeous,
beautiful.
Right, what am I doing on this floor?
You should play. I'd love you to play Link's Awakening. I'd love you to play the remake of Link's Awakening for the Switch. I'd love you to have a go at that. I think you'd enjoy it. I do think you'd enjoy it.
Probably. I do enjoy those games. I remember...
It's an RPG at the end of it. Like, it has a lot of RPG... Well, it's not, but it has a lot of RPG elements to it with problem solving and NPCs and stuff.
That's it. The Zelda games are brilliant if you want to, like, study game design, weirdly enough, which is something I got into a little while back. Because literally, the way the Zelda games are designed is you go into a dungeon, you pick up a new item, you use your skills to find a new item, and then with that new item, you do the rest of the dungeon. And the rest of the dungeon is designed to teach you
designed
to teach you how to use that item and the kind of things you can do with the item.
And Zelda does it so well, like in terms of like coming back to it in later dungeons, and like every item has a good use. And like right from the beginning of the game, you see all these places that you can't get to, and then like you get to dungeon 5 and you find a thing that can you find the power bracelet, or you find the feather, or you find the hook shot, and you're suddenly like, oh my god! Like as well as like this dungeon that you're in, you're like, oh, I can finish that room in the dungeon that I was in earlier, and then you get to the point of like, oh wait a minute, I can also go back to that area I was like right at the beginning of the game and find out what was up there, and then go up there. And the game rewards you so well for this. I think Link's Awakening is fantastic. I mean, again, there's a sentimental bias, but there's a reason it was remade, you know, and like there's a reason it's got such an incredibly loyal fan base as well. Yo, it's the broken Beedrill. Fidget does not understand how broken Beedrill is. I don't know. I like it, red and blue. It's broken as hell, man. Like its type advantages come up, like because it's the only thing that's good against Psychic as well.
Yeah, but it's not, because it's only got Twin Needle, which is a 20 base power move. That's
true, but Beedrill still can have its times where you just put it in front of things that just can't beat it. But I've not done these things myself, but I've seen it plenty of times.
Oh my god, Beedrill, stop!
Broken Beedrill. I
swear to God.
I love Beedrill. I absolutely love Beedrill. Well, Mega Beedrill more, but
right.
I like bugs. I just like bugs. You like bugs?
I'm not the biggest fan of bugs. Have I told you?
You know what I like about bugs?
Oh no, I don't want to leave. No, I don't want to leave. There's another thing. All right. Menus. Right. Have I ever told you about my greatest fear and why I have it?
Is it bugs?
It's not bugs as much as it is like creepy crawlies. So, again, lived in a room with my brother. We got along.
What'd your brother do to you, Fidget? What did the man do? What sort of spider or whatever did he put on your face?
Oh no, mate. It's yeah. We used to have bearded dragons. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Now,
cool.
Awesome creatures. Awesome creatures. The problem is they eat crickets and locusts. Usually not an issue, but we kept the dragons in our room, which meant that we had to keep the crickets and the locusts in our room. And my brother thought it'd be funny one day, and just shake the box over my head, just to freak me out a little bit. And the lid popped off. And I was suddenly covered in about 50 or so, well, not 50, that's exaggerating, but like 30 or so locusts all over
Somewhere
me.
Mari is shuddering right now.
Yeah, mate. It was unpleasant. It was horrendously unpleasant. And
yeah. I can't but say I would be thrilled about. I mean, I don't mind bugs. In fact, I have quite a fondness towards them, but I still can't say I'd be thrilled at that.
Literally covered in these things. And what made it worse was we were like, okay, we're out. I'm done. I'm not. No. I'm not playing with these anymore. I'm not staying in this
room anymore.
I'm not in
getting
this.
Them out with your Buzz Lightyear, Darwin. So we've got your Buzz Lightyear and the crickets.
So we left the room. We let the dragons run around and basically feast.
Yeah. But they had a right good time.
They had a brilliant time. They loved it. They were so fat afterwards. But they missed one. And we knew they missed one because every night we went to sleep, we heard this thing in our room just chirping away.
Oh, wow.
Just chirping away every night for about a month and a half. Eventually we found it. It's like that. Just hiding under my bed, a locust like that big. Nope, never again. Nope, don't like it.
What'd you do with it?
What do you mean what we do with it? We like
fed it to the bearded dragons.
Threw a shoe at it and ran away. Mate, no, never again. I hate them. So I like bearded dragons and lizards in general are cool pets, but I could never have one again.
Fidget. Oh, sorry, hold on, Fidget. Sorry that, my Bob, your boy got a phone call, so just got that sorted. Yes, continue. So yes, you have a fear of creepy crawlies, Fidget.
That's basically it.
As far as reasons go, that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good
I'd like to think so. All right, you must be who I'm here for. Hey, sup?
Altair. It's Altair. We came for Altair. If I'd have known, I'd put on my best suit.
Done.
That's it.
Yes.
Anything else to do in this area?
That was it. We did 3 missions.
Oh, well, there you go.
3 missions in the Sinister Woods.
Kapow.
Congratulations.
Thank you for escorting me to Ampharos. Here's your reward. The promised torment.
Torment.
Oh man, with bikers.
Bikers.
With bikers. That was making me laugh.
It's amazing. Me and Louis just going, bikers.
Oh, hello. No, wait, it needs to not be so Magnemite-esque. But bees buzz.
Bees buzz.
They're bees, man. What else am I meant to do? Okay, I'll tell you what, this is a sophisticated bee. Thank you for delivering the scanner orb. Here's a reward, 400 bottles of honey.
No.
We killed off Fidget, there we go. That's exactly how we feel as well. We are not well today.
Thank you for rescuing me. Here's your reward.
Altair is in a hurry today, right guys? In a hurry. Well, there you go. You've had 2 episodes of a little bit of side business. At the beginning of the next episode, for my one, we will begin trying the next bit of story. But we've talked to that a lot today, Uncle Fidget. I don't know if you want to leave it there. It'll be slightly under 30, but I think that's all right, isn't it?
Hey, that's
episode
fine.
Time. You haven't got time to do much else otherwise, but there you go. There you go.
Well, thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope we'll catch you again on the next one. But until then, we'll catch you later.
Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, ring the bell, do all the YouTube things, and I shall see you on the next episode.